Thursday morning pull-ups. Let's get to it. Overhand on the bar today. Last week, those fat grips killed my forearms, man. So it's really worth something, I'd say. I was comfortably dreaming 20 minutes ago. I did not want to get up. But I'm here, I'm doing it. Get a little warmed up, and I'll do some shoulder rehab on the rest after this. Straight out of bed into it. I got a concentrace minerals and element orange flavor. That's usually what I'm sipping throughout my workouts. So I've seen Shane Dorian's got a fitness YouTube business now. And last night, he, well, I don't know when he made the post, but I saw a post of his talking about being an old guy, being a kook, basically, practicing pop-ups in the gym. And, he goes on to say, hey, dude, I'm 53. If I want to keep surfing, I gotta practice my pop-ups, not like being young. Anyway, that was a nice to hear a professional say that. I'm not crazy about my burpee routine. You gotta practice those movements to keep young and springy and be able to do something like pop up on a shortboard. And like that, been out of bed for half an hour. Yeah, been out of bed for 31 minutes, and I've done 50 pull-ups. So, I'm well on my way to getting my day started. And then, I gotta do a lot of this today. Since the chin-up workout last week, I've had a pretty significant amount of shoulder pain. I think I know where it's coming from. Being a tight right bicep and a tight right pec. If I get myself back in good shoulder health, I will not be neglecting time in that good German hang position. Additionally, I'll be working on some weird lifts. I think it's called the Kelly snatch, behind the back lift. It's like the end position is like the German hang, only totally different gravity on your shoulders. It's pretty cool. The stone circle's got some great stuff. Great stuff about driving a bunch of blood to the tendons and the elbows and hands and wrists a couple of times a day as you get started on your sandbag lifting journey to protect your tendons. I really like those ideas about joint and tendon health and blood flow. Now, if I am properly diagnosed with it being a pec and a biceps, the causing the shoulder pain, it should be pretty simple to drive blood to those, and then maybe use some lacrosse balls or some rollers, and maybe some Buddha floss on the bicep, but something to break up the pec tension. Oh yeah. Just like that, 20 minutes into it, feeling much better than when I first started. Way more awake. And, 20 minutes in, 100 pull-ups. Gotta feel good about that. No sick pump yet, just casual, relaxed volume. There you go, nice booty shot on camera. I think you've seen there's not a ton of room in this single car garage. All our junk stored at the front of the garage. Surfboards, wetsuits, skateboards. Throughout this whole side of the garage. A little garage gym workspace, but you know, you can do a lot with a little bit of space. And hopefully these videos inspire some people. For some great inspiration, check out Juji Mufu's channel. He's got a series on hardcore home gyms or garage gyms, and he's recorded some great interviews and workouts about some setups and philosophies. And so, like, what do you know? What is the best workouts? I mean, I've heard the cliche a bunch of times. It's the one you're gonna actually do. And in a practical sense, for me, from my experience, that is what works. What can you get excited about and do regularly? And I'm where I'm at with these guys because of the CMOM style and just the natural potential for me to do pull-ups made breaking off 5 at a time really easy for me. So like I said, I started with 20 minutes and getting 100 pull-ups in 20 minutes really felt like something. Yeah, so yeah, you build up over time, find something that works good for you, and I mean, I've been talking about my shoulder pain, still find movements that I'm able to do, and I guess some of the pull-ups and Navy SEALs are a little bit suspect, but also, while being suspect, if I can still do them, I do believe in that style of keeping the movements that you can keep. You know, we'll see how this current one heals up. Now I'm dedicated to doing more for it, for this channel, instead of letting an injury linger for 2 or 3 years. And my shoulder feels way better than it did a half an hour ago. So that's something. Is that set kind of kipping? Kind of fake pull-up? Maybe. I don't know. Am I ashamed of my form? No. Like, for some of these great movement philosophers talk about, the body can organize itself. There's many different paths to the objective. Uh-oh. I think the grips might start being a little slickery from sweat. I think that might have been what jammed me up so bad last weekend or last Thursday on the chin-ups, and what fried my grip strength so bad. But I was also doing a different rep schema. I had to hold on for 6 rather than 5. That could have been it too. I also think one of these days I'll capture this full workout in a hyperlapse. That'd be pretty sick. 300 pull-ups is not really a lot. It's a lot for the common public, but like the rock climbers, the Truett Haynes, the David Goggins, like I said, he's doing this every 30 seconds for 2 hours with push-ups in between. Goggins, dude. Every 30 seconds for 2 hours? That's freaking 1,200 with push-ups. Yeah. 2,400 push-ups. That's a calisthenics workout. That's some real mad Iron Wolf, real Rep City stuff there. How much did Honnold do of those weird building shape pull-ups when he's getting ready to climb that Taipei building? Pull-ups like this for like, I don't know, 3,000 a day, something like that, for months on end. Yeah, and so these workouts, like I was saying, for the burpees, it helps the pop-up. It helps for an old or aging, not old yet, office worker maintain a pop-up. And this is like paddling speed. This is good. You know, live here, Huntington Beach, North Orange County. Most of the time it's small waves, especially when you can only go on the weekends. So it helps to be in the rhythm of waking up early, controlling your weight, having a good pop-up, having good paddling power. Get a board that you like that works good in small surf. Got a couple of those, and they've treated me real well. Have a lot of fun surfing still. Unlike Chad Smith, who hates surfing and has a million good reasons for everyone to quit, which is pretty hilarious and awesome. Yeah, I watched a lot of fitness YouTube. Get some of these guys like Jesse Pollock talking about getting through prison life by working out to clear one's mind and have a routine and make it worthy of dealing with all the external pressures and all the crazy bad stuff that happens in prison. Well, you know, you got a routine going to work, paying your mortgage, doing that stuff. This helps in the same way for that stuff. It's an interesting learning and philosophy to experience. When I do these different workouts throughout the week, I go to work energized and ready to face the day. Pretty hyped on the way it works out, really. Feel good about working. Feel good about doing this for the next 10 or 15 years. Depending on how retirement savings goes and, you know, the future, what. But, yeah, have a tactical regime that works towards a strategic goal. You know, each of the workouts leaves me pretty stoked I got something like that accomplished even before I go to work. So all these lifestyle hackers that I've listened to over the years, Tim Ferriss and whatnot, you know, win the morning, win the day. This kind of stuff is pretty clutch. It's good. It's good for the mind. It's good for the body. It's good for the soul. I can't even do an arm rotation here in this garage. good, man. Ooh. Both arms. All right. Home stretch. It's this. Those fat grips are starting to get a little slippery, starting to spin a bit. But I'm almost there. 55 minutes. That's 54 rounds completed. Means 6 more sets to do for that full 300. Yeah, there we are, man. Home stretch. And how bad was I feeling about this before I got started? I was not wanting to get out of bed when that alarm went off today. Sometimes it's good to listen to your body and not do the workout. But in this case, it is a lot of volume, but look at me. I'm just doing a recovery workout. This is shoulder rehab and some cardio. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to encourage anybody to go overboard and hurt themselves. Start with 2 on the minute, do 20 minutes. 3 on the minute for 10 minutes. Slowly build your volume and capacity. Get on those stone circle pump ups to work your ligaments and feel good. Getting there. Ooh. Yeah. I think I might have to finish the last 2 sets on the bar and not the fat grips. They're getting too slick, too spinny. Hands feel great. Thanks to Swole Animal, Moon Grip Ball, and Serum. It's nice stuff. That's it, final set. Let's go for it. And it's the grip that goes out. Well, that was 7 on that last set. 302.